Greetings to all of you. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I just want to start it for the declaration about Jesus and his marriage. So, the history is always actually challenging, and also we can find so many arguments for any actually ideas, but some point which we can actually show that if it's related about with evidences and proofs, we can research it and we can actually find out some things which are really crucial. So, like what? Actually, in Luke chapter 8, as the Christians know, and also they can just actually check it, Joanna, Susanna, and Mary Magdalene were the followers of the Jesus, and in Jesus' ministry, and he was supporting by other group of women too. So actually, we can see that from the lost gospel, as some people actually can see that from this researching, and actually it's also debated by church and also some other scholars, Christian scholars, but the main point is that there is evidence. So this proves that actually we need to focus on it, the reality of it. So was Jesus married? And if he was, what did happen? So just imagine that. Actually, the Bibles, the old version of Bibles, if the church just actually stamped by them, and they say that, yeah, this is the official one and that this is the true one, the other Bibles are not determined for it. So if they actually want to show that point, and Mary Magdalene was a prostitute, and Mary Magdalene actually was a bad woman, and we can actually claim that actually this is the reality of church. So Jesus was not a human being, because you know the Constantine just saw that Rome, the Byzantine just saw that, yeah, the apostles just were spreading all of the country and the followers increased. So this is the also fact that Jesus is important as a teaching, as a human, but we don't want to actually accept that Jesus was a human. But unfortunately, so that's an important change. So they just declared that for this reason, Jesus was God. And Mary Magdalene is important in the Bible because Mary Magdalene just saw that the Jesus tomb was empty, the first one. But I just want to show the tomb, yeah, which is in the Jerusalem, the tomb of Jesus actually. But according to Bible, and this is the main point of that, the Saint Paul just actually mentioned that actually this was not a Mary Magdalene. He just say that, yeah, she was a very big liar. This is one is the Peter. So Peter saw that. So Mary Magdalene is an important position for this actually this kind of argumentative things, and also we need to say that, yeah, Mary Magdalene is really important. And also some other sources. I don't want to make this video long because it will be just a beginning. It will be just introduction actually for this researching. It's actually the debate. It's a challenging thing for Islamic scholars and also Christian scholars and even Jewish scholars. So yeah, this papyrus, which is actually found actually the recent years, and it says that the Jesus just actually told with disciples or apostles that my wife and it's going on. So there are some gaps, and we couldn't realize that, oh, what Jesus said. But this is the determined that the gospel of Mary Magdalene, because they were under pressure with her children after the crucifixion, after Jesus' death, and she was thinking of this responsibility. What is this responsibility? It is the Jesus teaching, and that's the important proof that, yeah, Jesus had wife. And this one, which I just mentioned before, actually these gaps which are not clear. Yeah, and the other one is the Holy Grail, which just has really importance for this society and the scholars. What is the actually the Holy Grail? And they believe that, yeah, Jesus' blood inside it, and they just drank it together with disciples. And Jesus said that, yeah, this is the holy one, and you need to drink it. But unfortunately, we couldn't say that, yeah, what was the proof of it? So, because that, was it a metaphor? I don't want to answer this point, but it's also important. I want to remind you, what would we dream about it? So it's also important. And yet, the Hasan Mezarcı, who lives in Istanbul, Turkey, and I just want to remind you the main point of it. He just actually got this revelation from the God. He claimed that, of course, this is his claim. In prison, interestingly, because the Jesus was in prison, the actually before the crucifixion. And Jesus was died in that prison in Jerusalem. So actually, Hasan Mezarcı was a Muslim scholar and also politician in the past, but he just actually say that, yeah, I got the revelation from the God that I am Jesus. Yeah, you can say that. Actually, of course, I'm also researching about that point, because this is the main point of view that we need to focus on it. But Istanbul is an important city that the end of the disciples, they were spreading out of the Rome, out of Jerusalem, and also and this actually claim as a challenging, because if you just declare that, yeah, I was Jesus and I'm here now, and I just came from the heaven or sky, my body was ascending. So what's the body? That's the also point, because Hasan Mezarcı just actually declared for these issues, which are really actually discussed before and also now with Islamic scholars and Christian scholars. So mortal body was that, according to him. And of course, his book, which is Müjde. Müjde is the Turkish version of it. And actually, they are trying to translate it into Turkish. But the Müjde, which is in English, we can say the good news, actually, in this book, we can see that, yeah, there are so many questions which are answered by it. So, like crucifixion, and how did they see the Jesus body, or Mary Magdalene saw his mortal body, or the Holy Spirit, or how was the ascending to sky, and what will happen, and what is his teaching, so etc. Actually, I just wanted to make this video for actually researchers about that point, and I'm sure that you will contact with me about that point, because it's actually important and also crucial thing that we need to realize for actually new generation. Hopefully it will be better. So thanks for listening. Follow me for more.